The Race to Zero is rallying non-state actors to take rigorous and immediate action to halve global emissions by 2030. Since June 2020, over 11,000 members have joined the UN campaign Race to Zero, and they are committed to the same overarching goal: reducing emissions across all scopes swiftly and fairly in line with the Paris Agreement, with transparent action plans and robust near-term targets. As of January 2023, these members included over 8,000 companies, 52 regions, over 1,000 cities and 1,000 education institutions, over 500 financial institutions, and over 60 healthcare institutions. If you want to know who's joined the Race to Zero, you can find a list of participants on the UNFCCC website in the Race to Zero campaign section under the heading Who is In. This is a great way to check if your clients and suppliers are already in the Race to Zero. Everyone in the Race to Zero must meet robust, science-aligned criteria, which was clarified and strengthened through an extensive consultation process in June 2022. When you join the Race to Zero, you are at the starting line, and you pledge to reach net zero GHG emissions as soon as possible, set an interim target to achieve in the next decade, which reflects maximum effort toward or beyond a fair share of the 50% global reduction in CO2 by 2030. Targets must cover all greenhouse gas emissions, including Scope 1, 2 and 3. Within 12 months of joining, publicly disclose a transition plan. Take immediate action through all available pathways towards achieving net zero, consistent with delivering your interim targets. Report public progress against both interim and long-term targets, as well as the actions being taken, at least annually, and report in a way that's standardised, open format and via platforms that feed into the UNFCCC Global Climate Action Portal. Within 12 months of joining, align external policy and engagement, including membership in associations, to the goal of halving emissions by 2030 and reaching global net zero by 2050. You may be wondering if anyone will check that you're meeting your Race to Zero commitment. As of January 2023, the Race to Zero has 28 partners who manage their members, including having in place accountability mechanisms for their membership to ensure credibility. For example, if you are part of the event sector supply chain and you have under 500 employees, the Small to Medium Enterprise Climate Hub could be your partner. In addition to partners, there are 28 accelerators, encouraging future members to join, enhancing credibility and enabling implementation of the Race to Zero criteria. For example, if you are part of the event sector supply chain, not-for-profit Positive Impact could be your accelerator. If you join the Race to Zero through Positive Impact's accelerator program, you will receive free resources from the SME Climate Hub and UNFCCC tailored to the needs of the event sector, which will take you through the key steps to meet your Race to Zero commitment. From commitment and measurement and business strategy, through to reducing your emissions, your value chain emissions, and contributing to climate action in society, the resources Positive Impact will provide will give you the support that you need to meet your Race to Zero commitment. It is now possible for all sport, business and cultural events to be delivered by a supply chain 100% of whom are part of the Race to Zero. This would mean human engagement being delivered in a way that advances the world's climate goals. What could this look like in practice? Imagine if your food for your event was sourced with the aim of reducing carbon emissions. This could mean more local, seasonal products and less meat. Imagine if your event structure was designed with the carbon footprint in mind. This could mean more virtual engagement, hubs to gather people locally, or choosing event locations with good public transport. Imagine if your event was all about inspiring and encouraging behaviour change to reduce the world's carbon emissions. You would probably be sharing measurement data and maybe even having challenges for your event attendees. The Race to Zero is a shared commitment which will catalyse innovation around solutions. Within 12 months of joining the Race to Zero, every member has a commitment to align external policy and engagement, including membership in associations, to the goal of halving emissions by 2030 and reaching global net zero by 2050. What does that mean? Well, aligning means ensuring that all external engagement activities, e.g. lobbying, public relation campaigns, events, membership in associations that engage in public policy and advocacy, are consistent with the pledge made for halving emissions by 2030 and reducing global net zero by 2050. As of January 2023, there are over 11,000 members in action on this new future. Business best practice, regulations, ISO standards including ISO 2012-1 are all aligning to support the Race to Zero criteria. If you're part of the event sector and want free resources to support your Race to Zero journey, join the Positive Impact Accelerator and create a new future for how human engagement happens.